Hello guys, LifeHackster here, and today we are going to review and test out the eufy SoloCam E42. This is the 4K version of their SoloCam E30, but this one also has spotlights and blue and red strobe warning lights. This one also has a feature that makes this camera better than the SoloCam S340, which is eufy's popular pan and tilt outdoor cam, and I'll tell you later in the video. eufy sent this camera kit to me to be checked out, so thank you, but this is not a sponsored video. And as always, I'll be checking this camera the same way I have tested battery-powered cameras in this channel. This eufy SoloCam E42 records in 4K quality, 3840 by 2160 pixel resolution at 15 frames per second. This has a 130-degree diagonal field of view. This is a pan and tilt camera with a 360-degree pan, and they didn't disclose the tilt, but probably 70 degrees like the E30. And this has motion tracking. It also has spotlights for color recording at night, and also has infrared LEDs for traditional black and white night vision. Now, eufy advertises this having an 8x hybrid zoom, and I don't think this is correct. This camera only has one static lens and has no optical zoom. So this is just a digital zoom. So eufy needs to fix this on their ad copy. This is a battery-powered security camera that comes with a solar panel and will just need 2 hours of sunlight a day to keep the camera charged. It has a flashing red and blue lights aside from the regular spotlights and the siren that you can manually trigger or set to go off when smart motion is detected to deter and scare would-be intruders. This is a eufy, so no monthly subscription needed, and this can record to a microSD card inserted on the camera itself up to a 128GB card, or can be synced to record to eufy's Homebase 2 or 3. With the Homebase 3, it will also get the Bionic Mind AI, including facial recognition. When just set up by itself, it will only have human and vehicle detection. This, just like the SoloCam E30, you can plug this into a 5V USB-C 2A power supply. And you can set this to record 24/7 to the SD card or to the Homebase 3 with the hard drive installed. Which I'm going to call out eufy on this. Not for this camera though, but for something else later on. So keep on watching. This is weather resistant with an IP65 rating and compatible with Google and Amazon devices, and also Apple HomeKit compatible. By the way, eufy sent out to me a 2-camera kit with a Homebase 3. But this camera is part of their SoloCam series, which means it can be set up by itself and the Homebase is optional. They'll be selling this as a standalone or an add-on camera pretty soon. Inside the box, you will get the Homebase 3, which comes with a 16GB of internal storage. You can add a 2.5-inch hard drive to expand it. On the back, we have the sync button, 2 USB-A ports, Ethernet port, and a power port. On top here is where you can add a 2.5-inch hard drive up to 16 terabytes. And we have the SoloCam E42 itself. We have the speaker, mics, status light, spotlights and infrared LEDs, and the PIR motion sensor here. On the bottom, we have a rubber flap that covers the microSD card slot and compatible up to a 128GB card. On the back, we have the sync button and a rubber flap that covers the USB-C port to charge or to hook up the solar panel. You also get a short Ethernet cable to hook up the Homebase to your router, hard drive screws, mounting screws for the cameras, a short USB-C cable, and we have the mounting brackets for the cameras, same as the E30 and the S340. Mounting screws for the solar panel, and we have the mounts for the solar panels. We have some paperwork, power adapter for the Homebase, and we have the solar panels, quarter 20 screw mount on the back. Now, this is a different panel because the cable is integrated, which is interesting. This is 2 meters or about 6.5 feet in length, and this is USB-C. A quick comparison to the SoloCam S340. Now, I like the older solar panel because of the shorter cable if you want on top of the camera setup. And this comes with an extension cable for those that needs it. For a panel above the camera setup, just screw in the mount on top using the 2 small machine screws. Assemble the mount, and now you have to loop this extra length of cable from the solar panel. Screw in the panel and plug it in on the back. And now this is what it looks like. The shorter cable option, if they didn't change it, would make this cleaner looking. To set up, you have to set up the Homebase first, but I'll set this up by itself. So I'll insert a microSD card. Open up the eufy app, plus sign, add device, battery cam, SoloCam E42, and I'll connect this first directly to my network. Type in my Wi-Fi's password. Press the sync button for 2 seconds and the app will generate a QR code that you need to show the camera, and wait until it is added successfully. To install, for my testing, I'll install this under the eaves by screwing in the mount angled edge facing forwards with the 2 included screws. And I'll just push in the camera like so, and it will snap in place. Or you can install this in a wall, and I'll swap this out with my SoloCam S340, and you will see that it uses the same mount. Let's check the settings in the app. When you open up the app, you will see the snapshot from the camera. This play icon here will bring you to the timeline. The blue areas is when I did plug this in to check the 24/7 recording, and it does work, and this records to the SD card. Or you can also go to the Events tab, where you can also view and download the footage to your phone. Click the thumbnail to stream the live view. In here, you can record it, listen in, start two-way talk, which is full duplex, pan and tilt controls, where you can manually pan and tilt. And we also have presets, where you can add up to 4 presets. And the first one is your default or your home position. You also have the panorama feature like the E30. You also have the other control settings here. And you can also manually trigger the siren, sound light, or both. Gear icon for the settings. Note that there's no Apple HomeKit option. Homebase, and this is where you can add this to the Homebase. And after connecting, you go back to the settings, and now you have the HomeKit setup option. So you can only add this camera to HomeKit when it is connected to the Homebase. Also, in motion detection, you will have the Homebase Bionic Mind AI, which has facial recognition and pet detection. If set up by itself, the camera will only have person and vehicle detection. And this is where you can turn on motion tracking. Power manager, you can set the battery modes, but you can also plug this into a 5-volt 2-amp power supply. Change it to direct power, which now in the video settings, you can turn on continuous recording, and you also get 4 seconds of pre-recording. We got the light settings, and I'll tell you this is more for the light alarm when motion is detected at night. And this is where you can choose the blue and red strobe lighting. Video settings, recording quality, and this is recording in 4K. Night vision, we have spotlights on. We also have the infrared night vision, or you can turn it off. We have the notification settings here, and time to do some testing. So this is the video and audio quality of eufy SoloCam E42. Video clarity test at 10 feet, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And that test. Quality of the eufy SoloCam E42 at night. This with the spotlights turned on, and this what it looks like at 10 feet, 15, 20, 25, 30. This is the video quality of the eufy SoloCam E42 at night, and this with the infrared night vision on. The spotlights are off, and there's 4 of them. And this what it looks like at 10 feet, 15, 20, 25, 30. We are going to test the notification speed of the eufy SoloCam E42, and I'm on my 5G cellular network, and it is 307. So let's check it out. Status light is on, and it's tracking me, and I get the text first, and then I will be getting a snapshot right there. Cool. This is the full effect setting on the notification, and when I click on that, it should give me the buffered footage. Let's see. Yeah, the buffered footage. Okay, cool. So it is 3:08, but it's been less than a minute. I think it's less than 30 seconds. Let's see what the notification cool off, if there is any, on this SoloCam E42. Status light is on and it's recording me and it's tracking me, and I should be getting a notification here, or yeah, okay, I got a notification. We are going to test the detection distance of the eufy SoloCam E42 in battery mode, and I've set the sensitivity to the highest and person detection only. So it is using its PIR sensor, and we'll see if it will detect me at 40 feet. I have the tracking on, so it didn't move. So nope, it didn't detect me at 40 feet. Let's go 35. Not at 35. Let's go 30. Not at 30. Let's go 25. Oh yeah, at about 30 feet then. We'll see. We'll see what the recording is. About 30 feet. All right, cool. All right, so we are going to test how soon this SoloCam E42 is going to start detecting and recording when motion is going towards it. And this is in battery mode. Status light is on. And there you go. Got a notification. I'll wait and see what the recording is. Okay. Now, just a note, when plugged in and because of the 4-second pre-recording and it uses camera-based detection instead of its PIR sensor, you will see the whole motion event. So if you want the most performance out of this camera plus the 24/7 recording, it needs to be plugged in. All right, so we are going to try to test and listen in and hear if there is motor noise when this SoloCam E42 pans. Panning first. I could barely hear it. How about when it tilts? Nope, I don't hear that one also, so it is pretty quiet. As to multiple people tracking, it will stick and stay on the first person that it detected.
This is the audio quality coming out from the eufy SoloCam E42. This is the audio quality coming out from the eufy SoloCam E42.
So what do you think? Video quality, I guess, is okay. It is highly compressed. And I like the infrared night vision mode better compared to the color with spotlights. I like that it has the wired or plugged-in mode like the SoloCam E30 so as to get the best performance on this camera. And this leads me to the SoloCam S340, which I'm not sure what eufy is planning on this model because this is or used to be their flagship SoloCam series camera. But they haven't updated it to have the continuous recording option when plugged in, which should be easy because they have done it with the SoloCam E30 and this E42. And this is just a software update. Anyways, if you are looking at the S340, check this E42 first because this is the better model as to the features. Well, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.